Correction reveals we are sons of God. Hebrews chapter 12, verses 3 through 16. This is come from the Weiss translation. For consider by way of comparison the one who has endured opposition by sinners against himself, thinking of Jesus, in order that you do not become weary, fainting in your souls. Yet not have you withstood to the extent of blood, struggling against sin. And you have completely forgotten the exhortation which is of such a nature as to speak to you as to sons. Son of mine, stop making light of the Lord's discipline, correction, and guidance. Stop fainting when you're being effectually rebuked by him. For the one whom the Lord loves, now hear this, he disciplines, corrects, and guides, and scourges every son whom he receives and cherishes. It is for the purpose of discipline, correction, and guidance that you're enduring. What's this endurance all about? It's for the purpose of discipline, correction, and guidance. Along the journey, you're going to be disciplined, corrected, and guided. He's undoing what was done to us to bring us about to that which he wanted to do. Now, as those who by nature are sons, is God dealing with you. For what son is there whom the Lord does not discipline, correct, and guide? You have people say, well, I'm not being disciplined, corrected, and guided. I'm good. I don't know who you think you are. I mean, I've been disciplined, corrected ever since I came to know him. And I expect him to keep doing it every day. But if you are without discipline, correction, and guidance, of which all sons have been made partakers, it follows, therefore, that you're bastards and not sons. Oh, God. People change the term real quick. Oh, yeah, I've been disciplined yesterday. I'll probably be disciplined tomorrow. Don't think you've ever arrived. I mean, you're still here in this fleshy body, in this world, and your particular race, culture, creed, and gender, you're going to be disciplined, correct, and guided of God. There's a lot of undoing to this, called the sanctifying work of the Holy Spirit. He has to bring you to the image that the Father has of you, after your spirit. Do I know man after flesh? I don't know him that way anymore. Furthermore, we've been having indeed fathers of our flesh, as those who discipline, correct, and guided us. And we have been in the habit of giving them reverence, Shall we not much rather put ourselves in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? For on the one hand, they, the fathers of the flesh, they disciplined, corrected, and guided us for a few days upon the basis of that which seemed good to them. But he disciplines, corrects, and guides us for our profit, to the end that we might partake of his holiness. In fact, all discipline, correction, and guidance for the time being does not seem to be joyous, but grievous. Yet afterwards, it yields a return of peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been exercised by it. Further, wherefore, the hands which are relaxed, and the knees which have been paralyzed, from the discipline and correcting. It was devastating time. God reveals the truth. You thought you was all right. The hands which are relaxed and the knees which has been paralyzed, reinvigorate, and be making smooth paths for your feet, in order that that which is limping may not be wrenched out of joint, but rather that it be healed. Well, now going on, let's consider these texts. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 11. If ye then being evil, catch that part. If ye then being evil, he's calling you evil. Well, I'm not evil, I'm good. If ye then being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Now here's some notes on that, and I'm going to repeat it down again in a minute. Question to ponder. Are we really helping? Are we helping only out of our need to help? Remember that what we said so far in Hebrews in light of this fact. If you're helping out of your own need to help, it's to your benefit, not to the benefit of your child as a father of the flesh, are you really helping out of their need for their betterment? Or is it to make you look good? So are you really helping, or are we helping only out of our need to help? God don't do it. God don't need help. Then what God need us for? It's to our benefit. What's God get out of this mess? He gets you and me. Well, he's getting a good thing. He gets me. Yeah, right. Matthew 7:11 again. If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good gifts to them that ask it? Notice, we do think we are doing good things for our children, apart from God's doing it, are called evil for doing this. Imagine that. Read along with me what Hebrews 12:3-16, and see what it says of this. We just read that. I've seen this lately concerning my human efforts to help my children and learn to stop doing this. Have I really helped them? Hebrew gets into motives behind this matter of doing good. We do good with the motive of it benefiting us in some way, whereas with the Lord, doing good is to our benefit, period. They discipline, correct, and guided us for a few days upon the basis of that which seemed good to them. Whether you wanted it or not, huh? But his discipline corrects and guides us for our profit, to the end that we might partakers of his holiness. Let me scroll down here and see if I have any more notes. Well, this kind of brings it out a little more. Furthermore, we have been indeed fathers of our flesh, as those who discipline, correct, and guide us, and we have been happy giving them reverence. Shall we not much rather put ourselves in subjection to the Father of our spirits and live? On the one hand, they discipline, corrected, and guided us for a few days, probably that was good to them, but he disciplined, corrected, and guided us for our profit, then we might be partaker of his holiness. When that goes on, reading what I just read there. This matter, the Father of our spirit, has been stressed to me more than ever before. I'm learning to walk in this quickened human spirit, and the Father of this spirit, which is the real me, not what I've become of my fleshly, solely self, cut off from him, as the Apostle Paul said, becoming known as I was known. That's why you do that. God knows more than your human parents, as good as they might have been, or as bad as they might have been. It's to our certain good. And those that be able think to give good gifts to their children. God don't judge the act. He judges the motive intents behind the act. And believe me, anyone, all of us, if you really allow God to reveal your motive and intents of your heart, that's where the discipline, correcting, and guidance comes into play. You think you were doing good for your kids, you find out, it ruined their lives. Helping out your own need to help them, and they didn't really need your help. It's like the story of the Boy Scout. I saw an old lady stay on the street corner, and to do his good deed for the day, thinking he was doing good, drug her across the street to the other side of the street, and she's beating him as she's doing this. When he gets to the other side, he said, well, I was helping. I was doing my good deed for the day. Well, why were you fighting this? Because I didn't want to go to the other side of the road. I was waiting for the bus over there. You think you're doing good, you're doing evil. God will reveal that to you. That's devastating. You thought all your life, I love my kids. Did you now? You never did a thing for them other than that would benefit you. Well, I could go on, but I don't think I ended on that fact. Other matters, no more sin conscious purge. That comes out in some of my other videos. These are things come off notes I have on file. I just thought I'd make a short video about this subject matter, which you just read. correction reveals we are sons of God. And I thank God for the corrections. Well, I don't get disciplined like you do. Don't you wish you did? I mean, what natural parent doesn't discipline their child? If you saw a natural parent that didn't discipline their child, you would say that was a bad father and a mother. Well, we don't want to be correcting God as God. We want to think that we're pure and holy. You're not. I mean, you got a long way. Through the whole course of this life, you're going to be disciplined, correcting God of God, many times for the same thing over and over again. Same when you do with a child. You could discipline one time, a couple weeks later, you're doing the same thing. You think you learn overnight? You don't learn even quicker than your children learned. Look at them. He that spares the rod hates the child. Well, we just think it's a stick to beat him on the butt. And if that rod also meant, it's a measuring stick. Consider. That makes you long-suffering with your kids, and a lot of times it's through repetition. A lot I just did now was like repetition. Why did you repeat that again? How Hebrews 12. It needs to be repeated over and over again. There's a length, breadth, height, and depth of just this Hebrews chapter 12 text that, I mean, I could keep on talking here, but I'm not going to do it. What is it, 11 minutes now? I'll leave it at that. It's just some short thoughts. I'll probably add it to thoughts for the day or another one of this series I got on the web here. So God bless you. Hope you got something out of this.